Who's next in line? We're not staying in Honolulu just yet. We'll be joining the donut team at the bottom of the mountain. They need you to conduct a special experiment before settling down in the city. I'm not gonna lie, James wants to start big here.
Ferrari and Lamborghini have been rivals since they were babies. It's true, but don't look it up. Before we set up camp downtown, you'll be racing through the countryside in the Italian supercar of your choice. Either the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta or the Lamborghini Huracan. Which beast owns the mountain? The Italian Stallion or the Stromboli Bully?
The Lamborghini machine, let's ride!
Hey, James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter. It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun. Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay? Viewpoint. It really makes you think. I should have mentioned there's gonna be turns. Sorry. feeling about our choice down there? Not having second thoughts, are we? Full Italian power! Give me the gravy, Grandma! Lamborghini takes it all! The Lamborghini machine rules the mountains.
Speak to you soon, driver. Leave no playlist unfinished, driver. I believe it is safe to say that so far this playlist is no picnic. Be kind, rewind. Think that we've already seen everything there is to see about muscle cars and assume it can't get more intense than this. Well, hold on to that thought. for a ruthless showdown way above the speed limit and way beyond your expectations. Plus, it's a chance to see just how far muscle car customization can go and how cool it can look.
Some serious curves are coming right off the bat. Eagle eye, and try to keep your machine under control. Excellent. Keep driving like you own the place. Off the winding part of the road. Now you can let the supercharged V8 do the talking. Now you probably figured out by now I'm a massive Shelby GT500 fan. Well, you're currently driving my meanest one, my special Jimbo Full Power Edition. That car is one of the highlights of my collection. Calls to me in my sleep, it does. And it doesn't take no for an answer. The harbor real soon. Quickly closing in on the finish line. Don't you flinch now. That's it. Fire up your guns. That was quite the show. Now all that's left is the encore.
You now know muscle cars have been around since the second half of the 20th century, but somehow we've yet to get you one of the classic oldies. Well, at Jim's request, we decided to catch you on the fly and save the origin story for the grand finale. There's an absolute classic heading your way, a grail among collectors and Jim's greatest pride, the Mustang Boss 429. Prepare for the centerpiece of American muscle car history.
Our final show. Let's get loud. You're driving my #1 car, the star of my collection, the 1969 Mustang Boss 429. Name speaks for itself. One of the oldest muscle cars. Still one of the greatest too, honestly. no second guessing. Keep it real. The boss is an icon. It shaped the golden age of muscle cars from the 60s to the early 70s. This was one of the top dogs. The age when these cars stopped being called hot rods or drag racing cars and became muscle cars. That's right. Even though the hot rodding mindset had been around since the early 50s, it wasn't until the 60s that the term muscle car popped up, embodying an entire generation's rebellious state of mind. At that time, if you were into muscle cars or just into cars in general, the place to be was Detroit. Man. Ever heard of Woodward Avenue? A renowned street for car duels back in the day. Third lap. Let's end this with a proper charge. Show them who's the boss. Solo, give the audience what they deserve. You got the muscle car spirit in you. Actually, I know 2 words. You rock. Catch you later.
You've yet to claim your reward, driver. The muscle car spirit can be described in many ways, but nothing speaks to it better than a head-on encounter with the chrome itself. I hope you've enjoyed this wild experience to its fullest. As much as Jim would have liked to stick around, his expertise and passion are already requested elsewhere. But he left a special note for you. It says, "Never thought riding passenger could be this much fun. Keep on rocking. P.S. Hope you'll dig the souvenir." Shall we continue our journey, driver? Let's go for this one. I have a good feeling. to be events just begging to be completed. Fairly close, driver.